Okay, you guys, so I have been so tired of getting the same stuff from the grocery store like every couple of weeks, and I wanted to try some new recipes. So I decided to try a honey glaze type recipe that I saw on Pinterest, and I'm just gonna shoot along as I prepare dinner tonight and just take you guys along with me. So I'm starting off with 2 chicken breasts, and I'm gonna cut these in half. Okay, so now they have been cut in half. So now I have 4 breast halves, and I just season them up like I normally would. So I use some seasoning salt, garlic powder, a little bit of garlic and parsley salt. I just used a little bit of that because I didn't want it to be too salty, but I just like the taste of this, so I just used a little bit of that, and some black pepper and some onion powder. So yes, I use a lot of seasoning, boo. If it's nothing else, it's gonna be seasonings. Yeah. Okay, so I transferred the breast over to a George Foreman grill to just kind of cook it for a little while so there's no longer pink inside. The recipe says to pan fry it, but I found that the George Foreman grill keeps the chicken more like juicy and seals in the juice. I don't like dry chicken. I got this grill from like Walmart in '09. You see how beat up it is, but I'm one of those people who's like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So anyway, I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit, and I'm gonna do this to all 4 of them, of course. Okay, so while the chicken is cooking, I'm going to start mixing up my sauce, and the recipe calls for ketchup, some honey, fresh garlic, and some soy sauce. And if you guys notice, I use a lot of like the store brands. These are things that I've tried, and they are tried and true, and they taste just as good as your so-called popular brands like Lawry's or anything like that. So we say when we can. Yes, we say when we can. Okay, so I am back. I have cut up my garlic. I put my sides on as well. And now we're gonna go ahead and start mixing in these ingredients. Girl, I thought this was gonna pour out and it was a little drop of nothing. So I'm gonna be here doing this forever. Oh my gosh. Now the recipe, it did give measurements, of course, but I'm just gonna do this to taste because I'm using a different amount of meat and everything else. So I'm just gonna have to wing it. Oh shoot! Oh, wrist hurt. Oh shoot! Okay, let's see. Okay, let's stir this up. See what the consistency is because it's supposed to actually caramelize when it's cooking. So, okay, so this is what the consistency is looking like. Kind of a little gooey, a little bit because of the honey. I think, y'all, I just tasted this sauce. When I tell you it is fire, it is fire. Man. Okay, you guys, so here are my chicken breasts. I transferred them over to a pan, and they are looking all beautiful and juicy. Okay, and now it ain't nothing to it but to do it. We are supposed to pour our sauce all over the chicken. Okay, so this is what it is looking like. Scrumptious and delicious, juicy, flavorful. And I'm gonna go ahead and let it simmer for a little. Okay, you guys, so I let the chicken simmer on low heat and covered for about like 10 minutes, something like that. And now I'm just gonna let it sit so that the sauce can kind of thicken up, and then I'm gonna start plating my sides. Y'all, I am almost tempted to come out here and pick me some limes and make me some limeade, which I've been addicted to drinking every single day. It would go so good with this meal, but I do not feel like cutting no lime, squeezing no lime without a squeezer. Okay, so for my sides, I decided to go with white rice, but I boiled this with chicken broth so it can have a little seasoning. Okay, so my second side is broccoli, and I just seasoned it like I normally do, and then I added some French's fried onions to the mix. If you guys have never tried this, you have to try it. So like right when you're almost done with making the broccoli, I just kind of throw in some of these. They do get soft, but it tastes so good. And then if I want a little extra crunch, which I probably will tonight, then I just add some on afterwards. Okay, so our chicken is over here looking nice and right. And I'm just going to spoon a little bit of the sauce over the chicken. Okay, you guys, and now it's time to plate it. Which one do I want here? Which one I want? Okay, so now I have my chicken on the plate, and of course I'm about to put some of that sauce over the chicken and the rice. Okay, y'all, and now it is time to get my grub on. I hope you guys like this video and following along with me. If you would like to see more videos like this, be sure to leave me a message and let me know. Good night, y'all.